You've just said he described his therapy to you, and he talked about it being horrible. He said, it's the worst experience I've ever been through, the hardest thing I've ever done. Why do you think he felt that way?
Because it looked inside a psyche that before had never been questioned. It's one of the things that I talk about in my book, The Big Miss. It's he always had this supreme confidence, and all of a sudden now he's going into this therapy where they're looking inside his psyche that before had never ever been questioned. And I think that would be hard for most people to do.
Do you think he was a changed person coming out of that? Because, of course, there's a lot of speculation at the time. I remember we were covering it right here. Look, when people get into trouble, they go off to rehab. Sometimes it's genuine, sometimes it's not. But whether or not it's genuine, you hope they come out of it with some benefit. Was that the case for him, do you think?
Yeah, I think there was definitely some change in Tiger. I mean, I saw it, and I think that he was committed to trying to be a better person.
To be fair, you knew it was going to come, that you would be criticized for writing a book like this. A lot of people say, there is this code between the teacher and the student, and you busted that code, Hank. What do you say to people who say you quite blatantly violated the code and you just put all this stuff out there?
Well, I mean, I'm not the first coach that's ever written a book. Joe Torre wrote a book.
But in your case?
Phil Jackson wrote. I mean, there's many coaches that have written books, and I'm one of a long line of coaches that have written books. In my mind, what I was doing was writing about golf history. What I was doing was writing about my experiences as a coach and my experience of observing what I consider to be the greatest player in the history of the game. And when it all got down to the end, I just thought to myself, you know what? These aren't just his memories. These are my memories too.
You were right there.
And you know what? He doesn't have an exclusive on my memories. He doesn't have a patent on them. They're my memories too. I want to share them.
Unless there was some kind of confidentiality agreement that you violated, which I'm guessing you didn't, because you wouldn't be sitting here if you did.
Right.
It is a fascinating read, Hank. I appreciate you being here with us.
Thank you.
Make sure you check out Hank's book. It is called The Big Miss, and it is in bookstores right now.